Hey everyone, welcome to another flashlight video. This time TrustFire was kind enough to send out this tactical flashlight, the T40R, capable of 1800 lumens and 550 meters of throw. Comes with a 3-year warranty. This is a 21700 rechargeable lithium ion battery flashlight. So very nice. Before we get into the specs and everything, just to save time, as I've been doing a lot lately, I went ahead and just unboxed everything just so you can see what comes with the flashlight. So real quick before we do that, we'll take a quick look at the box itself, and I'll have to angle this up a little bit so you can see that. So again, TrustFire T40R Tactical flashlight, capable of 1800 lumens, 550 meters of throw, and has a 3-year warranty. Side of the box, back of the box, and I'll go up slowly, so if you want to read that, again, we will go through all the specs. Side of the box again, nothing on the bottom. And I angle back down here for you guys. Okay, first off, you will get the user manual with the flashlight, and I will go ahead and put a screenshot of this on the screen for you, so you should be seeing that now. And if you want to check out anything on the user manual there, you can just pause the video and take a screenshot and zoom in if you wish. This is USB-C rechargeable, so you do get a USB-C charging cable with the flashlight, and you do get a spare O-ring. So let me go ahead and put those things aside. Also, it does come with a lanyard, which I have already attached here, as you can see. So very nice there. Let's go ahead and talk about the specs on this flashlight here while we're taking a look at it. So the LED on this flashlight, they don't specify what LED it has. It does say that it is good for 50,000 hours of life. So very good, should get a long use out of that. As I said, this is USB-C rechargeable. This is the charging port on the flashlight. You just simply pop this up and move it out of the way. And it does have a battery indicator light on the side switch. This flashlight does have 2 switches on it. So real quickly, put this port back. It does go back really easily and smoothly, and it doesn't flip out. I've had some flashlights reviewed where it could easily just pop this out. That's not the case with the TrustFire. It goes back in snugly and smoothly. So very nice. As I said, this flashlight does have 2 switches on it. It has the side switch, which has the battery indicator light on it, and the tactical tail switch on the end, which is good for on and off, and also momentary. So you do have momentary with this flashlight. So I just showed you the USB-C charging port. When you are charging this, the battery indicator light here will be red for charging and will turn green when it's charged, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and unscrew the tail switch. Take a look at the battery. As I said, it's a 21700 lithium ion battery. So we'll go ahead and screw that there. You do have a little insulator in here to protect the flashlight from operating while in transit. So we'll take that aside there and pop out the battery. And the battery is a TrustFire 21700 4000 milliamp hour rechargeable lithium ion battery. So very nice there. Always like when the batteries come with flashlights, as opposed to how it was many years ago where you had to buy the flashlight and then hopefully find the right battery for it. So nowadays, a lot of the manufacturers go ahead and just putting the battery in there for you, which is fantastic. Awesome, lets you get up and running right away. And real quick, we'll go ahead and take a look at the tail switch here. Got a nice spring there. Might actually be a double spring, I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like a double spring there. And let's go ahead and take a look inside the flashlight if we can. We'll have to zoom in a little bit. Not a whole lot to see there, but in case you guys wanted to take a look inside the flashlight, you can. I'll go ahead and put the battery back in the flashlight here. Just a quick note, you might want to put some grease on the threads when you get this flashlight. It does thread on rather smoothly, but you probably could use a little grease to help that process a little bit better on there. You do also have a nice clip on this flashlight. There's some nice knurling on this flashlight. It's not as grippy as some of my previous flashlights I reviewed, but it is pretty nice. So you have the knurling there. You also have the knurling on the head of the flashlight here. So very nice, and some nice knurling on the tail cap or tail switch, so you can easily unthread this to get to the battery. So let's see, what else do we have? We also have a constant current circuit in this flashlight for consistent brightness. So very nice. This does have intelligent temperature control. And so basically what that's going to mean is if the flashlight gets too hot, it will step down to protect itself from damage. So good thing to have. This does have a low voltage warning on this flashlight also. Not sure how it does that. Not sure if the flashlight flashes here or the indicator light flashes to let you know there's a low voltage warning or your battery's low. So just keep that in mind. You do have an anti-reverse connection design. Apparently, if you put the battery in backwards, the flashlight will not turn on, preventing the circuitry from damage from the reverse polarity. This is made of a sturdy AL6061 T6 aviation aluminum, and it is military grade 3 hard anodized for an anti-abrasive finish, so very nice. The power indicator light. Okay, so when you first turn the flashlight on, this will light up for about 2 seconds. And so if it comes on and it's green, that means the battery in the flashlight is between 50 and 100%. Yellow means the battery is between 20 and 50%. Red, your battery is between 5 and 20%. And if it's flashing red, you have between about 1 to 5% on the battery. So probably a good idea to go ahead and replace the battery or recharge it prior to use so you don't get out there caught out with a dead flashlight. This is IP68 water and dust proof for 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, so very nice. It also has a 1 meter drop resistant rating. So if you drop this from 1 meter, the flashlight should survive and should operate smoothly and fine. I have unfortunately had some previous flashlights I own. I have dropped them and they have stopped working. So it's very nice to have that 1 meter drop resistance rating on the flashlight. This does have memory, so it does memorize all your modes you're in, including the special mode of strobe. So this does have strobe, and it does memorize strobe. So if you leave it in strobe and you go to turn it back on, it will go back into strobe. Now, wanted to note with you guys, I usually like that my flashlights can tail stand. This doesn't really tail stand. I did get to balance there, so I guess if you're careful, you can get it to tail stand, but it's a little wobbly just because the button on the tail switch does stick out or protrude slightly past the tail switch housing itself. So just a FYI there. You could always get around this by leaning it against something, so just it's something you could work around. But I do typically like when the flashlights do tail stand, so you can use them as a lantern in case you lose electricity or power and you want to use this as a lantern to light up a room or what have you. But it's not the end of the world, obviously. As you can see, I actually got it tail stand carefully, and you could also go ahead and lean it against something for a little bit more secure when using it. So just FYI. Okay, so let's talk about, first off, I wanted to let you all know, down in the description there will be a purchase link for this flashlight, and TrustFire is offering a 20% discount code for the flashlight for the subscribers and viewers of this video and channel, so might want to check that out. The size on this, so I'll put it up on screen. The size, this is 151.5 millimeters in tube length. And you're talking, you have a 40 millimeter head diameter and a 26 millimeter tube diameter. The weight on this flashlight is 103 grams without the battery. So obviously with the battery in it, it's going to weigh slightly more. Let's go ahead and talk about the modes. So you start out, the lowest mode is Moonlight, and I'll put it on the screen here. 1.8 lumens for 52 days, so quite a long runtime at 1.8 lumens. Your middle mode is 98 lumens for 30 hours. Your high mode's 350 lumens for 7.2 hours. And you have what they call extreme high mode, which is 1800 lumens for 189 minutes. Please keep in mind this light will probably step down if it gets too hot to prevent it from damage. And strobe is also at 1800 lumens, which is really awesome. I always like when the highest mode or turbo is the same as the strobe. So very nice there. This is, as I said in the beginning of the video, this is rated for 550 meters of throw. And the max candela on the extreme high mode of 1800 lumens, the max candela is 18,920 candela. So before we take this outside and to see how this TrustFire T40R performs in the dark, we're going to go ahead and do the UI. So give me a moment here, I'll set up for that. The UI in this flashlight is very easy, so it's not going to take very long. And I know a lot of you probably enjoy that the UI or user interface on the flashlights is simple and easy to use. So not only yourself can use it, but other people in your household can also pick up this light and easily use it if they need to without a complicated user interface. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, the user interface on the TrustFire T40R Tactical flashlight. As I said, this is a tactical flashlight, so on the tail switch you do have what you call momentary. So if you half press, the light will come on, and if you fully press, the light will stay on. Okay, and to change modes, you're just simply going to, once the flashlight has been turned on with the tail switch, you're going to go ahead and press the side switch. So real easy user interface. So I'm going to go ahead and click it on. You're going to start out in the lowest mode, which is Moonlight, 1.8 lumens. So very nice there. You can see it's got a pretty tight little hotspot there. So this is probably going to be a really good thrower. We'll see that when we take it outside in the dark. And again, go ahead and push the side switch. You go up to the next mode, which is middle mode, 98 lumens. So very nice. Again, seeing pretty tight hotspot with some nice spill. And press it again. We go to high mode, 350 lumens. It's looking really bright to me. My wife and I just recently painted the walls here in the master bedroom. It was like an off peach color, and now we painted ultra white, a color we really like. Brightens up the room a bit, and of course now it's really going to brighten up when I shine the flashlights at the wall here as we are now. So getting really bright now. We're going to go into extreme high mode, 1800 lumens. It is very bright. I have to look at the camera as I can't look at the wall, and the camera, just so you know, will auto adjust for brightness, so it will do that. And we'll go ahead and drop it back down into Moonlight. Now this is going to be a strobe warning. I'm going to do several different strobe warnings. As I said, this flashlight does have memory in all the modes, including strobe. So to get into strobe, you're just going to simply hold down the side switch for a few seconds, and you're going to go into strobe. So strobe warning for everyone. Here we go. Hold it down. Very bright strobe, 1800 lumens. You can see it's an alternating flash pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the light off real quick, and I'm just going to half press it again. And again, strobe warning, we're going to go back into strobe as this has memory in strobe also. And to get out of that, you're just going to press the side switch again, and you'll drop back down to the lowest mode, which is Moonlight, 1.8 lumens. So again, let's go ahead and take this outside, see how the TrustFire T40R Tactical flashlight performs in the dark. And so I'll meet you outside. Okay, the sun has set here in good old sunny Florida, and we are out here with the TrustFire T40R flashlight, the tactical flashlight capable of 1800 lumens, 550 meters of throw, and we're going to start out in what they call Moonlight, which is 1.8 lumens. Now I have the camera aimed at the ground just because it's probably going to be the best view of this, so we'll go ahead and turn it on here. You can see there's a pretty defined hot spot in the middle. This is quite a thrower, as you can imagine. This is why there's such a tight hot spot right in the middle. There is quite a bit of spill, but unfortunately the camera is just not picking it up. I don't know if you can see my finger, but the spill probably comes out to about here. Very hard to see my finger, but definitely some spill. Could be great for reading light discipline if you're in an encampment or walking around the house. You don't want to disturb a lot of people. These kinds of things. And let's go ahead and aim the camera back up here a little bit. Now again, we're still at 1.8 lumens. You can see the bird baths right there. These bird baths are about probably 35 feet away from me right now. And I can see the stump out there. You're not gonna be able to pick it up here on the camera, unfortunately, but I can see it. Let's go ahead and bump it up here to what they call middle mode. This is 98 lumens. Now you're definitely seeing that spill I was talking about. Definitely a nice tight hot spot. There's the stump. That's probably about 100 feet away from me. Again, the bird bass. Let me aim the camera up just a little bit more. So this 98 lumens doing quite well. This is quite a thrower, as you can see. Let's go ahead and bump it up again. High mode, 350 lumens. There's the stump there, 100 feet away, doing really well. Lighten up everything pretty good, so really awesome there. Let's bump it up into what they call extreme high mode, 1800 lumens. This is 1800 lumens. Again, quite a thrower. I don't know if you can see the The beam on this thing is pretty awesome. So I'm going to bump this back down so I don't disturb my neighbors too much. And we're back down to the 1.8 lumens. So that is the TrustFire T40R Tactical flashlight. Remember, there will be a link in the description and a 20% discount coupon, so you guys might want to check that out. Overall, this is a pretty impressive light. This is my first TrustFire I've reviewed on the channel, so hopefully we'll get some more to test out and try out. So anyway, I want to say a big thank you to TrustFire. You guys take care and happy lumens. Okay, real quick, I'm on the side of the house. Just wanted to give you another beam shot of the TrustFire T40R in its highest mode, 1800 lumens, and a little bit more distance shot to be fair to this flashlight because it's got a really awesome beam on this thing, you can see. So let me go ahead and turn it on here. Those trees on the other side of my house, that's my dual band antenna. And I mean, you can just see this thing is just, look at the beam on this sucker. I mean, it lights up. It's got a lot of spill, really tight hotspot, great for searching and all kinds of things. So just thought I wanted to give you a quick shot of what this T40R looks like. I mean, the beam on this thing is really awesome, and the short distance in my backyard didn't quite do it enough justice. So here you go, a little more of a beam shot for you guys on its highest mode. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. You guys take care. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.
Darling, I've been tempted by the darkness.